Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? My name's Ethan, and I'm one MLH, Major League Captain Coach. I'm super excited to be here today and at least attempt to make a graphic about a misconception in technology. So before we get started, I'd love to, see where a little or hear a little bit more about my audience. If you want to send a message in the comments to see where you're from and where you're coming from. Today I'm going to, like I said, be making a graphic about misconception technology. But Photoshop and the Adobe apps is not something that is my strong suit. So I'm going to use a resource that my school gives me, which is Canva. So Canva, it makes it really easy to get like different kinds of stock images and just like make text boxes and stuff. Using Adobe is definitely, or the Adobe tools is definitely something that I would want to, or I should learn how to do, but it is something that I haven't done yet. So this is what I'm going to use for now. If it ever loads. I just realized that you guys couldn't see my screen until I'm going to hopefully try and fix that. There we go. So this is Canva. I've already logged in and made an account, but you guys can do that if you want, or if you're more fancy than me, you can. If you're more fancy than me, you could use Adobe Photoshop too. If you're following along, you also don't have to. You can just watch me make mine. Here we go. I'm going to just start by looking for an infographic or like an infographic kind of template. Oh, thanks, Jack. I almost forgot. Make sure you, if you're here, that you check in using the link that was just sent in the chat, because this is how you'll be able to get points for it and make sure you're getting credit for being here. So these are some of the different templates. I'm just gonna start with a blank infographic. My internet is so slow, and I have Ethernet connected too. It's so unfortunate. In the meantime, while that's loading, I'm gonna start looking up different, or get some inspiration about what I'm going to, or which misconception in tech I'm going to make a graphic about. I think I'm going to do a few different ones because I don't anticipate it'll take that long to do each one. But and hopefully, by doing more, we'll get a better idea of how to make graphics like these in the future. So I'm just going to start off by just looking up infographic, or actually just misconceptions in tech. I'm going to go with this article. As you can see, I've already clicked on it. I've done a little bit of prep for this. "13 common misconceptions about technology." As we're going through these, if you guys want me to make a design about a particular one, feel free to give me some inspiration in the chat or in the comments. More bars on your mobile phone means better service. I didn't know that was a misconception. I totally believe that. Windows is full of viruses and Macs are safe from it. I also believe that, but I guess that isn't true either. It says, okay, the reason that Macs, or people think that Macs are less likely to get viruses are because just more people use Windows. But it just like seems that way. Password protected Wi-Fi networks are safe. Now, one common misconception in tech that that is like my favorite one, but it's not on here, is when people say that just because you're a computer science major, you know how to fix their printer. Like people ask you to help with like random things like that, and I don't know much about printers. So if someone's like, "Oh, you study computer science, or you know about computer science, you go to hackathons, can you help me fix my printer?" Those are not equal. So I'm gonna make my first graphic on that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna be creative on the spot. Let's see. I guess I think I'm gonna try to do like there's gonna be like a little back and forth between maybe I guess we'll have like one character is someone or like is a computer science major, and they are talking to someone who's helping them fix their printer, and I can have a little exchange between them, and then at the end get to the point. So let's see here. I'm just gonna look up like I don't know figure nerd, because I'm a proud computer science nerd, so that's the kind of person I'm looking for. Oh, these are just gonna come up with like different kinds of infographics. I'm looking for just images. Let's see. Oh, someone needs a link for this website. Yeah, I'll send it. It's canva.com. But you don't necessarily have to use this one. You could use any kind of, if you have Photoshop, you could use that too. All right, here we go. Not a lot of things come up. These are pro images. You need to have the pro account to use them. Let's try to scoot it. Ooh, this guy's got a computer. That would work. Except it's also a pro one. Cool. Zoom in a little bit there. So I'm gonna have this guy be our person that knows or is like likes technology, known tech person, and then I guess we'll have another person that needs help with getting their printer fixed. If you're just joining the stream, we're making graphics about misconceptions in technology, and the one that I'm doing right now is about how a lot of people just because you say you're a computer science major, you like technology, whatever stuff like that, that they always think you can fix their printer or just get you help with any other kind of problem like that you may not know anything about. So, and if you guys want to also make a design, you are welcome to, and I might be able to add you guys or add any of you to the stream to if you want to show your graphic to the class. Let's see here. A lot of times people who need help with their printers are the elderly. No harm in that, but I think that's what I'm going to use. So which template am I using? So I just searched up infographic, and then there was a bunch of templates there, and then I just chose to use a blank like canvas. Let me know if you can't find that. And their color and their shirts kind of match, so that's an extra plus to using these two images. All right. Let's see here. All right, now I'm going to try to add a text box. I apologize for my horribly slow internet. It is taking forever for everything here to load. So I'm going to get speech bubble. Look for a speech bubble as an image. So it works. Oh, it's probably white. I'm not showing that. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's pro. Thank you, Rika. I was just welcome to MLH. This is actually my first time doing a live stream for Major League Hacking, so super excited about that. Hopefully the first of many. Let's see here. Yes, I'm one of the new coaches. I went to a Major League Hacking event like probably like 3 or 4 years ago when I was in high school, and I always remember there being a coach at those events, and then I never really thought of it. But one day I saw, like someone either told me about it or I saw the application somewhere, and I was like, oh, that looked fun. I applied, and here I am. Oh, that is not moving with me. It just that text box is moving on its own. There we go. I honestly don't know if I would use Canva again. This is, going pretty slow. I don't know if it's my internet or just maybe it's probably because I'm also streaming at the same time. That's probably using most of my internet right now, if I had to guess. All right, now I'm going to insert a text box. Yeah, I have Adobe Illustrator, but I've never really used it before, or like in Photoshop. And I'm not really that familiar with it, so I was afraid to use it on stream. This is, much easier. You just like look up images you like, and, put them in that text. And I also wasn't sure. A lot of people aren't familiar with Adobe products, and this is a free product that anybody can use to make a design. I have a Mac, but it's from 2015, so it's really old and very slow. Like the battery is so bad, I have to keep it plugged in 24/7. There we go. So I'll make this go over here. I don't think the speech bubble is that visible. I'd have to get a different image for that. Probably can just use that one. What's Pop OS? I'm not aware. I was trying to get it to go the other way, but I'm just gonna settle for this. That's good enough. And then move this text box in there. There we go. And then I can probably group them. Maybe not. There we go. All right. Now what should this interaction be here? I think I'll have his grandparents saying like, "Hi, grandchild." Say his name. What should his name be? Their name be? Go with Johnny. I don't think they would more like say hello. I feel like grandparents want more of a hello vibe than a hey vibe. I don't know. And then hello, said Johnny. And I kind of want to establish here that his grandma knows that he is likes computers, you know. Or I have an idea. I'll say I'll add a computer or two in front of him using I'll add an image there, and then and then his grandparents will say, "Is that a new computer?" Or without fixing the text later, you get a photo of an image or a photo of a computer. There we go. Kind of need a side profile though. Computer, picture, side. I'm trying to close some of my other apps here. See if it'll make my internet a little bit better. Cool. So now I'm going to try and get I'll use this image. A little computer. Oop, that's way too big. Oh, it's a GIF. It's okay. I'll spice things up a little bit. It's pretty good. And then I just gotta make these text boxes a little bit bigger. Say, hi, Grandma. Yes, it is. So this is how we're establishing in this first part that Johnny's grandparents see that he has a new computer, and then next I'll have the interaction be that his grandparents will say, "Oh, since you're so good with computers, you should help me fix my printer." And then he'll say, "Just because I like computers doesn't mean I can fix your printer." I'll explain that they're different. So just regarding that last message, there is no special code for this session. This is not a coding session. This was just meant for us to just hang out and as I make a graphic about a misconception in technology. It's a little bit less technical, more low-key of a session. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Maybe just make the text smaller. There we go. Let's see here. Just going to kind of copy these and then change the text. I should have known that an online editing tool is probably not going to run that well. But still having fun with this. It's kind of a good tool if you ever need to make something quickly, because it's pretty self-explanatory to use. Now I'm going to try to edit the text here, come up with something that Johnny's grandparents would say in this situation. There we go. Okay. How about, since you're so good, since you like computer so much, would you be able to, or I want to use a more aggressive tone there. Fix my printer, will ya? Will ya? I'm not a grandma myself, so I don't know how grandma would act in this situation. Trying to move this down. That works too, I guess. Move the original one. All right, cool. So now I'll have Johnny respond to his grandma by saying, "Hello, Johnny. Oh, is that any computer? Yes, it is, Grandma. Since you like to hear so much, fix my printer, will you?" And then Johnny will respond, "Grandma, just because I know a lot about computers does not mean that I know how to fix your printer." I'll scrunch that a little bit. So now we have the first two interactions. You guys, or all of you, have an idea of how I'm, more like the direction I'm trying to go in, I hope. And if you are just joining, you're probably very, very confused. If, I'm just going to say one more time, we're making a graphic about a misconception in technology, and this misconception is that a lot of times people people think that computer science majors, people who work in tech, people who like STEM, they know how to fix your printer, or just can give you other kinds of technical support. When all you really you have no idea how to do that. You're like, but that's sure it's just that kind of idea that they would. So I'm breaking down that barrier. I'm breaking down this misconception with the minimal graphic design experience that I have. Remove this. All right. Yeah, I'm going to group this together, and then copy this. That'll make it go faster. There's no group on that. All right. So then for the next message, or for the next point of conversation here, I'm going to have, well, I guess I have to do the grandparents first, because they would be next in line to speak. So we'll just copy it. Now I'm thinking they'll say, so he just said, Grandma, just because I know a lot about computers doesn't mean I know how to fix your printer. And she'll say, well, don't you go to school for computers? And then I'll have her ask, can you at least try to fix it? So it comes down to it, are you really going to say no to your grandma when she asks you to fix your printer? Probably not. All right. And then for this text, It's one of the most frustrating tools ever. And Johnny will say, I do study computer science, but that does not mean I know everything about everything. Does that mean that doesn't mean I know everything? And I'll say, but of course, I'll fix your because when it comes to it, Johnny is a nice person who loves his grandma, so he's not gonna not fix his grandma's printer. I don't know why I'm really invested in this character already, but I'm having fun with it. All right. Decrease the size here. And then, let's see here. Okay, and of course, I'll take a look at your printer. And so I guess that's the little eye catch of this design. I think down here, I'll do maybe some big text to get the infographic idea across. Maybe a little call to action. Let me get some text in here. Let's see here. I'm looking for a certain kind of computer font, have something that fits the theme. Oh, that one looks good. No, that's an image. It's actually not what I want. See it? This will be a heading. Let's see if they have different fonts. These are only the A fonts. There are so many. Let's see what they have. I feel like there's a font called Turn. Yeah, that's not a computer. And then maybe if we fold it, no, there's no fold for this. It's fine. Yeah, okay, we'll have a little computer theme by saying liking or knowing. I'm trying to think I'm going to work this, but I'm going to say something about like liking computer science. So I'm going to say liking CS as a placeholder does not equal. That's what I was excited about. But does not equal sign because we're getting all the technology syntax in here. And then so liking CS does not equal I know how to fix your brain. We can get them on each line here. We'll avoid some of that spacing. That line spacing. Liking CS does not equal I know how to fix your printer. And then maybe under that I'll add a little subtext. It's a little bit smaller than that. That says misconception tech 101 or number 001. Fancy with the numbers there. Let's see. I'll pick computer says new again. Liking CS does not equal I know how to fix your printer. Oh, down here. I lost the text somehow. Oh, I did that already. I don't know. I'll just have to rewrite it. Lower the text here a little bit. So just returns a lot about computers, those without me how to fix. Is that what this said? Oh yeah, you're right. I guess I'm talking to myself here. I do. So well, don't you go to school for computers? I do go to school for that. Or how about this? Not every computer science student knows how to fix printer. But all right. Misconception in tech 001. Cool. So I'll go through this one more time, but I really think this is kind of it for this design. Um, I uh, if I had, if I was more familiar with this, or maybe if I had more tools, like if I was familiar with using Photoshop or Illustrator, this could have been a little bit better. If I had, some more time, maybe I would make the background a special color. I would consider adding heading at the top up here, um, and yeah, and I probably would try to, like lower the amount of. Yeah, I wouldn't use this long of a page because to fill a page like this requires a lot of content. Um, if any of the people still watching did follow along and want to join the stream here and show me uh, or show everybody um, their design, I'd love to add you to the stream. Just let me know in the chat, and I'll send you the link. But if no one wants to do that, that's fine too. And if you ever, um, you know, want to learn more about design, I'm sure there are lots of different resources on, YouTube, or if you Google something that you want to learn. It's crazy to me how many free resources there are to learn about so many different things for free. Uh, you know, um, I just started an internship this summer for like doing computer science stuff, and I like half the things that I'm doing all day are just googling things that I don't know what they mean, and they're all very easily online and there to explain. So, internet is a great resource, and also a great resource is coming to hackathons. Um, I have several friends that I know that, several people that I know that go to hackathons who, don't necessarily aren't necessarily computer science people, but they're more design people. At the hackathon that I help organize at the University of Maryland called BitCamp, there's a thing called the Design Den where we have a specific kind of actually, there's two different things. There's the design den, which is an area dedicated for designers. So if someone on the project wants some help, they can go there, and people who want to help with design are there easily accessible. But we also had something called Color War, where just like an internal or just an event-wide design competition, and having a good design at a hackathon could definitely bring you over the edge and being a winner, because it is not a lot of the time people are really focusing on the hard tech stuff when they're judging behind the scenes things. But if you have a really well presented design, sometimes that can go a long way. So keep that in mind. But besides that, I think that's all that I have for you guys today. It was really great getting to do my first stream with you guys, and hopefully I'll be a coach for an event that you are at attending digitally, or maybe one day in person, to get to know you and see you face to face. Without that, signing off. Thanks, guys.